Hey, welcome to the Memory Core, and this is my second part for the unboxing video for my Wave 2 stuff. Don't have a lot this time. Also, I'm doing this in a different format. I already opened the box, so I kind of have to do this one-handed with my phone. But I know the last one my wife helped me, but she's been really sick this year. On Mother's Day, she actually died and came back to life. And then recently, she's actually gone septic and again, almost basically came back from the dead. So right now, she's pretty much always dizzy and sleeping a lot. I know it was kind of fun when she helped me last time, but I have to do this one in a different format. But yeah, here we go, part 2. So I already cut it open, obviously, so I could do this one-handed. Get all these bubbles out. Who knows, there might be cats in here eventually. They usually hear me going through stuff. But yeah. First things first, salvage box. Second, really wanted these, initiative deck. I already saw a couple videos on this, but what I'm going to do is, this is like my first part. I'm going to move on to my desk for the second part, so we can cut them open and take a closer look. I was excited for this too. Map pack, Alien Worlds, nice to see some variety. I'm really upset that I couldn't get the desert pack. I learned about it like a couple days ago, and unfortunately I don't have the money for it right now, because we have a lot of medical bills. But yeah, that's really cool. Thanks, Quartermaster Logistics. Everybody got this BattleTech poster and the recognition guide on the back. We'll probably hang this one up. This is the only Legends card deck that I got. It looks like enhanced imaging implants on the front, which I kind of want to go through this. There's a cat. There's a little beep beep. Hi, beep beep. Alright. The only reinforcement boxes that I got 2 of these, the Clan Firestar, because I really wanted the Fire Moth and the Kit Fox. But I will open these and go through them in a second. But yeah, here's my second box. Boxes are actually pretty cool. Oh hey, Fire Moth on the side. That's awesome. Thanks for keeping the arms up, Scroggins. And then, I didn't know that this was a 2-part battle mat. You needed the second one for the Circle of Equals. And honestly, with the pictures I've seen of the Circle of Equals, I don't care much for it because of the shaded corners. So, in all honesty, I'm okay with just the Strand of Mechty mat. I probably said that wrong. But yeah, this is my haul for part 2. Most of my stuff was actually in part 1. So, not as much as everybody else. I think Adam might have gotten a little more than I did. It's possible. But, yeah. So yeah, that is my haul. And in a little bit, we will switch over and take a closer look from my desk when I get that set up. Okay, so here's the second part. What I did was I went through and I basically opened everything because I kind of have to do this one-handed because I don't have a way to hold my camera up. So first things first, what everybody basically came to see, the miniature pack. So when I first opened it, I have to say I squeed because Aletha Kamarinsky was the first hero that I saw. And she's basically my favorite clan Ghost Bear, Sakon, Ligger Khan, because she pilots a Fire Moth. And these cards are really interesting because they all come with statistics for all of the units and even their special pilot abilities. But what I really got this for was the Fire Moth. And I think it's pretty good. My only complaint is that for some reason they kind of dropped the skirt off the back. But I mean, that's something I can get used to. The only other thing I don't like is the stance that it's in. Because I know a lot of the other Wave 1 guys, you even see them in stances where one of their feet are actually like off of the hex base. It makes it a lot easier. Now these guys I might sell or trade for something else. This is a Cougar, which I'm not really a fan of. I'm actually more of a fan of the Warhawk. My favorite variant to run is the A, actually, with the LBX autocannon, because the whole thing is heat neutral, and it's a very underestimated design because of its like lack of weapons compared to Prime or any of the other variants. The Kit Fox is also pretty good too. Originally, I was going to modify the hips off of it, but I might not do that. Because it still kind of has the classic look to it when you put the hips on it. Same thing with like the Adder. So I don't know, maybe down the line I might do that, but as it stands, I think it's pretty good. Novacat I've never been much of a fan of either. This one I'll probably end up selling. The other miniature that I got was this Shilon Aerospace fighter, which is actually one of my favorite Aerospace fighters. And the card is actually the pilot Tara, I can't even say her last name, Miraborg. Probably butchered it, but she is the one who essentially halted the clan invasion until the battle in Turkayed, because she decided to sacrifice her life by flying into the Ilkhan, Lincoln Osis, I believe, which, you know, threw the clans in a rut because they had to go through all of the political stuff behind that. But yeah, here's the Shilon. I actually really like it. It's pretty faithful to the original. The details are actually pretty nice on it, but, you know, I think the miniatures like this, that were a little more sparing with all of the details and panels, actually turned out looking the best. And I do like how they give you this hex base with the clear stand, so it looks like it's flying. If they do make more of these Aerospace fighters, I really hope that is the case. That this is what they're going to do with it, because I will totally buy them. And I'm hoping they have vehicles down the line too. So over here, they opened the map pack, and I really, really love the colors of these maps. They're really easy to look at. And this is probably, to me, one of the great things about this Kickstarter, because the map sheets, some of the older ones, are really hard to look at, and I think they really did a great job, you know, like showing different elevations and different terrain pieces. You know, the text is really easy to look at. Even on this one with a lot of blue and purple going on, it's pretty clear what each hex base means. And then I also like how they give you this sleeve with the different, I guess you could call them attributes for each of these maps, if you want to do scenarios. I might actually do this. I might actually do it. I've done it before with older map packs. I can't remember the one, but it was like the whole, I guess, air starport that had something like this too, with scenarios in it. That one was really fun to play. Over here, I already unboxed the Heroes of the Clan Invasion deck. These are okay. I know this is their simple way to get all of the backers who want to canon characters into the game. You know what? I really wish, though, in these spaces up here, that they actually put stats for all of them. I mean, I would assume that most of them are going to be 4-5 or 3-4 if they're clan, which, you know, it's fine. But yeah, I'm going to probably go through all of these and read them. A lot of the quotes are pretty cringe, though, so if you guys came up with this, sorry not sorry. Some of your stuff is pretty cringy. My favorite card is actually the one that came in first wave. It was a gentleman, I forget his name, but he had his cat on his shoulder. If I knew I could have done that, I would have done the same thing. So props to you for taking the risk and doing that. The last thing I want to open is this initiative deck, which I have to do one-handed now. Yeah, that went pretty easy. Okay, this I was actually really interested in. I guess this is a play on those who use cards, like playing cards, for their initiative. Let's see. So yeah, as you can see, like it has almost the same. I mean, they're basically playing cards, and then each card looks like it will have a certain effect that comes into play for whoever I would assume wins initiative. This one looks pretty good too. Fortunately, I didn't cut this open, but judging by these two cards, it looks like they're pretty clean looking, like everything else. Yeah, also worth bringing up too, I had the battle map behind all of this. And, like the other maps, this one is a little harder to look at. I don't know what it is. It's like the sub-level terrain, and the higher terrain is always kind of a little more difficult for me to look at. On the camera, though, and under the right lighting, it actually looks really clean. I got kind of a daylight kind of thing going on, so... or soft white, I should say, going on, so everything's a little bit yellowed. And last but not least, I'm not going to open them, but the posters. The Recognition Guide basically has every Kickstarter mech on it that we all paid to get done. So you can see the Thunderbolt right there. I was okay with just seeing the Thunderbolt. My other favorites aren't in here yet, because I really want to see the Ostrock, Ostol, Assassin, but they were skipped over. I'm assuming they're going to come out later. But yes, my rating for the Kickstarter, probably 7 out of 10. And I'm not including any of the hiccups that they went through, because hey, Kickstarter, this stuff takes a while. Pandemic too. What really drove the score down would be the dice. The dice were terrible, and they're going to give us a credit for it. I really wish they would just find a different company to do it, like Chessex, which would have been great, or the company that did those metal pucks, because that's what I kind of expected, but we didn't get that. Which, it's fine. But, yeah, this is my Wave 2 stuff, not as much as everybody else. Most of my stuff came in Wave 1, so the salvage boxes, all of that I went through on my previous video. Sorry about the lack of cats. But again, my wife is having health problems, so I kind of have to do this the best that I can right now. I would have gotten a pedestal to put my camera on, but things are tight right now. But yeah, you can probably look out for me in the Facebook groups. I'm probably going to see about trading the Cougars and Nova Cats that I got, so I could get more fire mounts. I need more Aletha Kabrinsky. Give me all of Aletha Kabrinsky. But yeah, guys, this is my second unboxing video. Last one I will be doing, and we will see you on the next episode.